I'm working on Destruction Darius 2, a sequel to the game that I made last year for a Game Jolt competition. The original came 130th out of 376 games, yet it's regularly featured on the front page as one of the top games of all time on the site, so I don't really know what happened. But what I do know is that it got played by a lot of people, and as a game developer, that's what means the most to me. I'm proud of the game and how it turned out. It's simple yet massively replayable and deserves a sequel that does it even better. If you haven't played the first game, you can download it in this video's description since it might help you to understand the making of this sequel. So, on to Destruction Darius 2. Since last October, I've been working on it for a couple of hours a week, adding small details and getting every bit of the game right. It's funny how slow progress has been. I'll work on it for ages and see no change, then suddenly it all comes together in some epic way. A while back I even tried to share the development with you. I streamed on Twitch for a couple of hours as I worked on the game. And I have to say, I didn't realise how boring it was until I did this. I love making games, but the moment I have to explain my thinking to others, I realise how slow and repetitive game development is. I ended up getting sidetracked by lots of questions and got very little actually done on the game. But don't get me wrong, it was great fun to talk to you guys, and I was very pleased with your enthusiasm for the project. I just think that short, edited videos such as this one will be a better way of showing you the interesting stuff. The main addition to this sequel is a level editor, which lets you, and me, make levels in a matter of minutes. For you, this means that you'll be able to make levels of your own and to share them with friends, and me. And for me, this means that the whole game will be stored on just 2 levels, one being the editor, the other the actual game. This means that every time I have to change gameplay or graphics, I have to do it just once. With the original game, if I had 20 levels, then I'd have to make the same change 20 times, taking much longer and making it far more likely that I'd make a mistake of some kind and it would be nigh on impossible to find again. And I have big plans for the gameplay as well. It goes without saying that there will be more block types, perhaps even customizable mines. There will be more character customization, more polish, more campaigns, and maybe even a long single player one with worlds and stuff that you have to work through, in a similar style to Counter-Strike's Operations. The possibilities are really exciting, but before I get to them I have to work on getting the gameplay right. And this is the bit that requires work. It's exciting to fantasize about the campaign you're going to make, but you can't do the same with the core gameplay. And by that I mean stuff like getting the mine throwing right, or the speed the character moves, or the amount of debris produced by an explosion. I've never been much of a planner, which is good, because good old trial and error is the key to getting this bit of the game right. I'd say that every bit of the game has taken about 20 times longer to make than the original did. I'll dedicate an evening to getting the explosions feeling just right, or getting the mines to bounce in just the right way. I'll go into specifics in a later video, but I'm happy to say that it's coming along nicely and feels very natural to play. I can't dedicate too much of my day to making the game though. I have to keep my YouTube channels active and, live a life. But development of Destruction Darius 2 will continue at a slow and steady pace. I might even try to get it on Steam if I think it's worth it. It's funny that when growing up I dreamed of making huge, open-ended games that needed hundreds of hours of gameplay invested into them. And yet, now Steam's full of these buggy, time-consuming early access titles, I'm more excited about developing a simple, polished little arcade game.